Hey, what's up, everybody? This is me, Martell. I want to talk about something that I want to say this to all creators and artists, aspiring creators and artists of my journey, you know what I'm saying? For both accounts, for at Martell Code and my business account. But anyway, I want to say something that's pretty profound. It's just, a tragedy and all that. How do you, I guess, deal with a member that's dealing with addiction? Like, you know what I'm saying? Not putting people's business out there, not my style or anything, but it's like, I lost a lot of people to addiction, you know what I'm saying? How do I go about this without sounding conceited or overstating a lot, you know what I'm saying? Especially dealing with alcoholism, just not about progress or anything. It pains me to say that, sadly to say about even about my own people that, the people I talk about progress and improvements and life journeys and stuff, who I really get that from? I'll be real with you. It's literally, different backgrounds, cultures, and all that. It saddens me that, I have to be realistic. It is not a very positive audio broadcast of this. How do you deal? It's sad to say this about my own people, black people. It's like it pains me to say that with a sincere heart. How do you talk about progress? Me and my business partner, we were just talking about promotion and all that until I had to correct them and all that. I said, hey, how can you talk about promotion where everything you do on social media is toxic and negative? You know what I'm saying? And I'm just gonna keep dealing with, addiction. I'm not making fun of this. I lost some people to addiction, lost actual family member to addiction. And I was telling him today, I said, hey, you gotta get your life together. Stop acting ghetto, you know what I'm saying? It is for what it is. Call it conceited, call it judgmental, call it for what it is, but it has to be said. It's embarrassing, see more people feeling life, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying my hardest to do something, productive, build my own studio and all that. But unfortunately, a lot of people don't share the same goals in mind, determination, drive, passion, anything, And a lot of people will try to take you off the course, actually. Let me wash my hands. My apologies, I have to use the bathroom, couldn't hold it. But anyways, I was saying, it shames me to say that not many of our people are going to make it, or don't want to make it. It saddens me painfully to talk to another cultural person. I talk about this many different occasions for the last couple of years, but it's a topic. It pains me to say this. Like, how can you talk about progress if they don't want progress? So, like, for example, here's a topic. Intellectualism isn't being appreciated in America. Let's be obvious here. Oh, that sounds too corny or too white and all that. I said, what you gonna be in the next 10, 20 years? You know what I'm saying? And people don't think long-term plans, don't think long-term goals, anything, or don't have an end goal, don't have a purpose, anything, It pisses me off that I have to make a video about this. How do you talk to somebody that's dealing with addiction that don't want to admit they have a problem, you know what I'm saying? Ironically, going back to my mental health, I was forced to get help, you know what I'm saying? And, now looking back at it, I'm very thankful. It was mandatory, so it feels kind of fake to say that too, because it took me decades of forced therapy, off and on therapy, to realize that, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was a couple people would tell me about my business partner too, like he, drinking on social media, acting a fool, getting the fights and stuff. I said, dude, that's unprofessionalism, And once again, I'm not trying to put nobody down, not intentionally, like belittling or down talking my own people, but it's pitiful to say that about my own sometimes, you know what I'm saying? It actually pains me. It's like, only people I can talk about progress, improvements of life and all that are sad to say are other different cultures. I'm not putting people out or races or cultures or anything like that. And, that being said, we were talking about something deep about promotions. I said, how can people take you seriously with promoters and sponsors and endorsements and stuff like that? I'm very blessed to say, thankfully got my first sponsor and all that. I'm still new to the sponsorship thing, so you gotta kind of bear with me and all that. because I don't have nobody really explain how all this works or so I'm very thankful I'm going forward with the sponsorship and all that, working on getting more sponsors, endorsements and stuff. And how I carried myself, you know what I'm saying? I remember I got to arguing with a conversation with another brother about he want to talk about helping out black people. I have to be real with y'all, you know what I'm saying? I grew up with dealing with this, two-sided issue with this, you know what I'm saying? Especially I was made fun of by my own people growing up about this, And it saddens me. It took another culture of people to wake my eyes up about this decades ago. Especially I was talking to Brother Winston Wood and all that. Cool Asian dude and all that. He shares so much deep things about international, global cultures and stuff like that. And I'm very thankful I got exposed to a lot of this, you know what I'm saying? I'm glad I'm not an ignorant American stereotype, you know what I'm saying? That I try my best not to be a stereotype, you know what I'm saying? I do vape, I do drink sometimes, occasionally on weekends and all that. And I'm working on building my studio and all that, Yeah, that being said, a lot of our people is not going to make it collectively. You want to be real? It pisses me off when I see different cultures. I literally see this all the time growing up. But it's sad to see my own people so divided, so broken up. You know what I'm saying? And ironically, I hear some pro-black groups talk they want race wars. I'm like, fool, you ain't got no numbers. Like the power, like the art wars, there's power in numbers. And I hate to say, black people don't know how to organize and work together in numbers. You know what I'm saying? I hate to say this. Outside the immigrants and foreigners, I'm not brown nosing nobody. I'm just stating the obvious. And it saddens me. These are no disrespect to also my audience. So one was trying to tell me like, you know what I'm saying, no disrespect. This might sound kind of accidentally coming off xenophobic. Like told me why you talking to Asians and Latinos and all the other different groups. I say, hey, they're my audience at the beginning. Not just because, particular races or genders, you know what I'm saying, no disrespect. Or groups and stuff. I say, hey, I'm glad that I'm multi, I have different views. I'm always glad to be open-minded about a lot of things. I'm glad that I got foreigners and immigrants and different backgrounds. Literally, I'm not putting people out there. Again, I literally work with people that's Latin and all that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not putting people again. That's not my style. You know what I'm saying? I take people as long as they don't disrespect me. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? If you're black, white, Asian, Latino, and so forth, you know what I'm saying? No disrespect. As long as you come to me respectful, I am respectful. I don't deal with a lot of negativity. So I kind of learned, it took me 10 painful years. Now looking back at my videos, you know what I'm saying? I was crazy, you know what I'm saying? Rightfully so. But now I'm learning about maturity and all that. It took me decades actually painfully to realize about this. That's why I ain't making any deep videos like this, Now my brain's going, it's like, cool. That being said, not a lot of black people going to make it. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of some, but I'm facing a dilemma that, I'm not around my own people that's about progress. You know what I'm saying? A lot of, I hate to say dishonest or disingenuous, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to sound I'm intentionally, down talking my own people. I have to state the obvious, the truth about it. How many black people can talk about progress, you know what I'm saying? Improvements in life and all that. Not very many. How many black people can you talk about international, like want to travel around the world or have different, dreams, ambitions and stuff? You know who I talk to about all this? And once again, I'm not putting people on any kind of panel, so I'm not putting people on any kind of level. And I'm just stating the obvious, what's being shared to me. Our different backgrounds and cultures and people and all that. I had to keep it multicultural myself, which is ironic, I know I'm black, of course, obviously, but it's like, I always see myself international minded, you know what I'm saying, globally too, because I'm also not just doing podcasts and, working on videos. And if I'm also a recording artist, I'm a songwriter, you know what I'm saying, and I'm a rapper, singer, vocalist, you know what I'm saying. I have, I'm in the process of buying a computer, a stronger computer. I was thinking either a MacBook Pro 14 or Razer Blade 14, or probably both whenever the time comes. I'm working on getting one computer at a time. One for just strictly for my, music, audio production, voice acting and all that. I want to get into voice acting. I want to get back into rapping. I want to get back into singing. I want to get back to just, entertain my audience and all that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's therapy for me. Music is like my therapy, better than natural therapy. Speaking of mental health, going back on that, I'm very thankful in an indirect way too. I'm very thankful that I got therapy and all that. Indirectly, I suppose, mandated therapy. For those who are dealing with addictions, please get the help, don't let my words deride you and all that, But it saddens me that I was just talking about this, actually ironically was a golden dude, Asian dude about this. Like, wow, he told me about his culture, his background, his struggles and all that. I say, like, on an international level, I said, oh, snap, I did not know you could relate to me, you know what I'm saying? And I was being cautious with that kind of, I was kind of realizing a lot of my videos, I always try to be open-minded. Some of it was kind of like, to a degree, I was kind of a bit ignorant to a degree, xenophobic to y'all. You all let me know about that, I'm glad that I learned as time go on. I learned very slowly, so you gotta forgive me, you know what I'm saying? On the contrary, it's like, I see this in so many different groups, so I'm not putting people on pedestals. I literally have worked with restaurants, been different, businesses. Well, not technically business, but like support them and all that. And I see this all the time, especially in Latin, Asian, and African communities. They know how to network. They know how to support each other. But Black Americans, you know what I'm saying? It saddens me that I don't fit negative stereotypes, so I don't fit negative agendas or anything. So, of course, I have to look into alternative crowds, groups, and so forth, you know what I'm saying? I'm very thankful. It's been like nearly 20 years on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? Since 2007, since my journey and all that, I've been through hell and back, I guess I try to be mindful about a lot of things. Something I've been overanalyzing way too much and all that, mentally, it's like, sorry, my brain is on overdrive right now. Yeah, I just want to say that people, like, it saddens me that not many own people going to make it. Not many Black people going to make it. You know what I'm saying? And this ain't sound like I'm down talking or come off on a negative tone, but it saddens me how many, I lost a couple people I know due to addiction, due to drug overdose, alcoholism, and all that. I'm not putting people on, I'm not down talking nobody. Call for what it is, you know what I'm saying? Just stating obvious what's being around me. And what's around me is negative and toxic, you know what I'm saying? I'm glad that I work in a different area that isn't toxic or anything. I'm glad, I work at a job that actually appreciate me, which I'm very thankful to say that. They ain't stressed me out or anything. They ain't, being, douchebags for the sake of being douchebags. But, I guess that what's kind of interesting, ironic, was an Asian dude was saying about how he felt his whole entire life. He don't even fit him on his own self. And that's kind of complexing to me. So, how do you relate to me? No disrespect, it might sound actually xenophobic. We come from two totally different backgrounds, but, he did share a lot of his struggle, and I respect that. I try to be cautious of my approach and how I see things and view things from different perspectives, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying this in a self-hating kind of way or anything. I'm just saying I'm disappointed in my people, I wish my people could do better. I wish Black people could actually do better. That's all I'm just saying. And then I've been not just saying this in my videos, also saying in my music too, because I see this literally in recording studios where I hate to say here, young Black men talking, let's keep it obvious, Black genocide, you know what I'm saying? You ain't selling pollution to your own people and all that. You ain't gonna get no resolution. But I'm a songwriter, I'm a recording artist too, So I see this literally in studios where it's okay, Black men glorify destroying another Black man, And since I don't rap about that, you know what I'm saying? Of course, I know my music ain't gonna get played in America because I ain't talking about destroying my own people or anything, I at least have some of a conscience. It's kind of funny that I do my videos and I do my songs very different, you know what I'm saying? And I had to be kind of like, I used to remember getting hated, ironically, in studios, like, directly to indirectly say, like, man, you too deep and all that. You sound white, you sound articulate. Like, what? It saddens me to say that about my own people in that kind of light, but it has to be said, you know. Anyway, see Martell Clouds out.